Hello and welcome back to Tsem Rinpoche's Paranormal Zone. No change, still me, Lee Kim, your host. Okay, what we're going to change today is who I'm going to be talking to. I am talking to David Lai of Kachara Media and Publications, whom I never knew had paranormal experiences, whom I thought for the longest time was just a stick in the mud who just does his thing and didn't have any encounters with anything. But now I learned that he has had, and probably will have more, I hope, paranormal experiences. So stay tuned and I'll be back with David Lai. Welcome, David, to Tsem Rinpoche's Paranormal Zone.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, welcome. I am not a paranormal experience. I am me, so relax, okay? All right. David is going to share with us two stories, okay? They're kind of connected because most of the stories you've heard is something you see or something you smell or something you hear. David is going to share with you something he feels. And you never thought, our friends there could feel you? Okay, anyways, David's going to share that with us. So tell me, what happened? When was it? About where were you? What built up to it? How did you feel? Was it good?
Was it good? Well, I have many experiences. What I'm going to share with you is just a few of them.
The ones that really stuck out for you?
Yeah.
Something really different?
The Chinese say 被鬼抓.
被鬼抓. English say let go press.
Squeeze.
Let go squash.
Yeah, so I learned that it's a very common what you call ghostly experience, but some of the experiences is not that common. It's just that there was a time when I was sleeping, and the first thing I know was that usually things like that happen when I'm really very tired or I'm very stressed. So when I was just about to fall asleep, first thing I hear is a buzzing sound.
Mosquito lah. No,
No, it's not mosquito.
it wasn't that.
It's like bzzz. Sometimes it's bzzz, sometimes it's. It depends on the situation and the being.
Like those alien movies.
Maybe it was an alien.
Okay.
Well, this particular experience was unusual because, firstly, I know it's common that you can't move, you get paralyzed, and when I get that sensation, I'll immediately open my eyes, and I tried to struggle, but next thing I can feel was hands like pulling me down into the ground.
So yours was not like literally 被鬼抓 as in go squash. So yours was a pullback effect.
Yeah, it was unusual because it felt like my feeling was as if the spirit or whatever it is was pulling me from the ground. I was sleeping on the ground, on the floor.
So you were lying on the floor and then you suddenly felt like things,
Hands.
coming out from the ground and exerting force, pulling you backwards into the floor.
It felt like that.
Oh my God. And then?
And I struggle. I can feel distinctly the hands holding me, especially when they were holding. I can't feel my legs that much, but I can feel the sensation of hands holding me and pulling me into the ground.
Were you alone?
Yes, I was sleeping. I was resting.
So there was like no one else with you? You were just alone? Oh dear, scary. And then what happened? Did you scream? Did you?
Well, I struggled, and I was trying to wake up and trying to get free from that. And the moment when I do get free and I wake up from it, it's gone. I don't see anything. I don't feel anything anymore. It's the same from all the other occurrences. They just disappear when you.
And you're quite certain it was not a dream?
It was not, because immediately I woke up.
Right.
I know for a fact because immediately when after the experience I woke up, and it was daytime as well. It was an afternoon nap. Yeah.
And did you ever share this with anybody before this?
Well, sometimes when when friends gather, but we share some ghost stories, but not really.
No, because why? Are you afraid to talk about this? Are you afraid that your peers or your friends will think that you're a little bit cuckoo?
Well, no, it's just that it's not something it's not something I would look forward to share with people. So it was like so far the people I shared with, they loved it and they freaked out.
Yeah, I know. I know many people who die for it. Literally, that didn't sound very good. Who literally die for a ghost story that's really creepy, and the creepier it is, the people just get so excited. Yeah. So after that, it didn't happen again.
Not immediately, but I had another experience actually, where this time it was the same situation. I was tired, I was stressed.
And that buzzing sound or the...
Yeah, this time it was nighttime. And I remember I came back and I just fell on my bed and I went to sleep. But just as I just as I was drifting off to sleep, it was usually in between when I was just about to fall.
That little split second, right? Sometimes the body jerks.
And then
someone comes and jerks you around now.
Jerks me. No. What happened was I hear the buzzing sound again. The buzzing sound, after that buzzing sound, I woke up again, like the other experiences, and this time I could feel sensations of, I was struggling, and then midway through the struggle, I remember there was a slap.
You got a slap?
Yeah,
You got a slap. Anyone else got a slap? Wow. Was it like, Pia! Like that, cow, like that? What? Did you like, wow, then saliva fly one direction?
No, it's not that hard, but I just feel a hand planted itself firmly into my face, and there was a force. Yeah.
So you could feel literally a force on your face.
Yeah.
You could feel a form, a physical form and weight.
A hand.
Wow.
I cannot see, of course, because this is nighttime and I was asleep, and when I opened my eyes, it was completely dark. So I felt the hand, and after that, I was like, there was a bit of moment.
How was the force? Like that, or a press down? What?
It's a slap.
Literally like that.
Okay, it's like that.
Should I try it on you? Oh.
No, it was a slap.
Wow. And you could hear, like, not only feel the force, but hear the sound. There was like a slap sound.
I think the time there was the buzzing sound, so I couldn't hear very much, but the sensation was being slapped. It was not a press on my face.
That, it was not like an affectionate, you so cute, baby. No lah. Oh, okay. So it was literally a, wow.
So that was the two that stood out from all, because I have many similar experiences, but the others were like, they could have been dreams, because after that I went back to sleep and I didn't have any other sensations besides the buzzing and the paralysis.
Do you get, like, when you kind of gain back consciousness of the situation, are you like in a cold sweat, a heart palpitation? Is there any physical, I was going to say side effects, but physical reactions that you have, like after the incident, like cold sweat,
No, I don't have any cold sweat.
Right.
When I wake up, of course usually I'll be very tired. I'm scared, a little bit scared, but more of frustration because I want to sleep. So
maybe it's a sign you shouldn't sleep so much. Slap again. Okay, fine.
And so what I do is I go back to sleep, but unfortunately when I go back to sleep, I get the feeling again.
So it keeps disturbing you.
Usually 2 to 3 times a night when it happens. And
you've never had an experience of visual or hearing or a sense of smell?
Okay, for visual I had once.
Oh, okay.
No smells though, but visuals I did. One time, this was way back many years ago when I was still working, and I remember coming back from work in the afternoon, and I had a siesta. I went to sleep, And
There's a whole sleep thing going on, you know. All of them get attacked sleeping. So the moral of the story is don't sleep. Okay.
so anyway, just as I was about to drift off to deeper sleep, that sensation again, the buzzing sound. First thing comes is the buzzing sound. This buzzing sound was different. I remember it sounded more like mad dogs. You know, it sounded like dogs to me. Like they're full of saliva and they're mad.
Oh, like in the movies and they're like drooling and with chunks, thick
Of
saliva. And
It
they're gonna
sounds
attack.
like that,
Right.
that kind of sound.
Right.
This is different from the usual buzz.
Right.
And then the next thing I knew, of course I opened my eyes, it was broad daylight. I could see everything, my whole living room and the chair and all that. And besides all the chair in the background, I saw this white hologram of a face turning towards me. It looks like a movie, you know. It looks like a computer generated.
But is this face familiar to you?
No, it's a very generic, rough male face. All I remember was the face, and it was like a computer program, a hologram, and it was turning towards me. And
Excuse me. Are you watching too much science fiction?
No,
No. Okay.
but I do like science fiction. No, but anyway, it was turning towards me, and as it turned towards me, I was getting more and more scared.
Because there was a scary face?
No, it was a paranormal experience.
Oh, okay. So it was like,
I couldn't explain what it was, and I knew what I saw.
it looked real. It was just looking too real.
It was, but the funny thing was, it didn't look very real. It just looked like a hazy image of a face, and was just turning towards me.
Is it a face you actually remember, recall, or your mind is maybe blocking it out at this point?
No, not at all. No. So the moment the face fully turned towards me, right, I woke up and it disappeared.
Did it speak?
No sound.
Did it go, David,
No.
wake up? No. Okay.
So that was one of the experience.
Thank you, David, very much for coming to share his stories. What I find pretty amazing about David's stories is that there is a contact, that there is a feel. I mean, there was a slap. And many of us believe that they are formless, that the realm, there is no physical form because they either come in the shadow or something like that. The point is, in David's story, there was a physical feel. He was pulled back as opposed to squashed down, and he was snapped, you know? So I think that's what makes his story pretty unique. So for many of you, you're really a drama lah, maybe la hologram la, science fiction. You know what? Believe it or not, some things you believe may not be real, some things you see may not be real, and some things that are real you do not see. So let me ask you, when was the last time you were slapped and didn't know where it came from?